Hollywood's golden age dazzled the world with glamour, romance, and carefully curated perfection. But behind the glowing marquees and dreamy close-ups lurked secrets so strange, they sound more like movie plots than reality. Today, we're uncovering 15 bizarre true stories that prove Hollywood has always been weirder than the movies. Let's start with the king himself. Number 1. Clark Gable's $60,000. Smile. Clark Gable was the face of Hollywood royalty. His green melted heart in Gone with the Wind. But it was $1 million illusion, literally. Gable had lost most of his teeth by his early 30s, and MGM spent the modern equivalent of $60,000 crafting custom dentures. They weren't perfect. CEO stars whispered about his awful breath, but no one dared speak publicly. Gable's artificial smile became a symbol of how studios manufactured perfection, no matter the cost. Number 2. Judy Garland's brutal diet at just 16. Judy Garland was forced into a punishing regimen to play Dorothy in The Wizard of Oz. MGM fed her chicken broth, black coffee, and pills to keep her thin, while amphetamines kept her awake. A corset pinched her waist, and employees watched her constantly. Garland's legendary performances masked a tragic reality. She was overworked, over-medicated, and battling demons planted by the studio itself. Number 3. John Barrymore's corpse prank. When actor John Barrymore died in 1942, his friends gave him one last performance by stealing his body. Director Raoul Walsh allegedly propped the corpse in a chair to scare Errol Flynn, who came home drunk and nearly fainted. True or not, the tale became Hollywood folklore. Even in death, Barrymore remained the ultimate showman. Number 4. Thelma Todd's mysterious death. In 1935, comedy star Thelma Todd was found dead in her car, dressed in diamonds and mink. Officially, it was carbon monoxide poisoning, but blood on her face, locked garage, and ties to violent gangsters raised suspicions. Is it suicide, an accident, or murder? To this day, no one knows, and Hollywood prefers it that way. Number 5. The Wizard of Oz's Technicolor torture-writhy fantasy looked magical, but filming was brutal. Arc lamps pushed set temperatures above 100 degrees. Makeup burned skin. Margaret Hamilton suffered third-degree burns, and the Tin Man's original actor nearly died from inhaling aluminum dust. Even the snow was asbestos. Beneath the magic, the land of Oz was pure misery. Number 6. The Curse of the Misfits. Arthur Miller wrote The Misfits of Marilyn Monroe, but tragedy stalked the set. Clark Gable performed grueling stunts in the desert heat and died of a heart attack days after filming. Monroe spiraled deeper into addiction, dead within a year. Montgomery Clift followed 5 years later. The film was a masterpiece, but it carried a curse that consumed its stars. Number 7. Carl Alfalfa, Switzer's strange death. Beloved as the mischievous kid from The Little Rascals, Carl Switzer grew up broke and bitter. At 31, he was shot in a bizarre dispute over a hunting dog reward. Officials ruled it self-defense, but conflicting witnesses told another story. The tragedy barely made headlines, proof that child stardom rarely guarantees a happy ending. Number 8. Howard Hughes. Flying billionaire Howard Hughes obsessed over actress Jane Russell's cleavage while filming The Outlaw. So, he engineered a bra based on airplane design to lift and emphasize. Russell refused to wear it, secretly swapping it out for her own. Hughes never noticed, and Hollywood got its first ever aviation-inspired undergarment. Number 9. Superman's mysterious death. George Reeves' DV Superman was found shot dead in 1959. Officially, it was suicide, but fingerprints were missing. His body was bruised, and guests downstairs waited 45 minutes before calling police. Reeves had ties to a mob-connected studio executive. Was it suicide, a cover-up, or murder? The truth remains kryptonite. Number 10. Crawford vs. Davis. The pettiest feud. Bette Davis and Joan Crawford's rivalry was legendary. They sabotaged each other on set, traded cruel insults, and even weaponized soda companies. Davis backed Coca-Cola. Crawford was married to Pepsi. Their feud peaked when Crawford snatched the Oscar on behalf of Anne Bancroft. just to spite Davis. It was Hollywood's greatest catfight. Number 11. The hanging Munchkin myth. For decades, viewers believed a Munchkin had hanged himself on the Wizard of Oz set and that it was caught on film. VHS copies seemed to show a shadowy figure swinging. In reality, it was a large bird MGM had released on set. But the fake tragedy became more famous than the real ones, proving that Hollywood myths often outlive the truth. Number 12. Marlene Dietrich's lighting. Claudia Dietrich knew her angles better than any director. Her contracts gave her control over on-set lighting. She carried mirrors, traveled with her own lighting technician, and demanded shadows fall just so across her face. The result? A signature glow that made her look ageless and proved she understood image control better than the studios. Number 13. Tallulah Bankhead's no underwear rule. Famous for her wit and wild spirit, Bankhead scandalized Hollywood by refusing to wear underwear during Hitchcock's Lifeboat. When warned the camera might catch too much, she retorted, "If you see something you haven't seen before, throw a net over it." She smoked cigars, cursed freely, and defied every studio rule decades ahead of her time. Number 14. Fatty Arbuckle's trial. In 1921, comedy giant Roscoe "Fatty" Arbuckle was accused of causing an actress's death during a wild party. 3 trials later, he was fully acquitted, but his career was destroyed. The scandal forced Hollywood to invent damage control systems that shaped the industry for decades. Arbuckle was innocent, but his career never recovered. Number 15. Loretta Young's secret pregnancy. Actress Loretta Young vanished from Hollywood in the late 1930s, only to return with a newly adopted baby girl. In reality, the child was hers, conceived with Clark Gable. To avoid scandal, the studio staged the adoption story. Decades later, the truth came out. It was one of Hollywood's most elaborate cover-ups, from artificial smiles to staged adoptions. These stories remind us that Hollywood's golden age wasn't just about glamour, it was about illusion. And sometimes the reality behind the camera was stranger than anything on screen.